Okay, let's see. Alrighty, guys, let's do it. Perfect, we got one more. 10 jumping jacks to start it off, nice and easy. Once you get your 10 jumping jacks, straight leg march, 5 each side. Once you got your 5 each side, let's get 10 more jumping jacks. Once you got your jumping jacks, let's get 5 squats. And then arm series. And let's get 3 Jefferson curls. Roll down nice and slow. Take your time. Minimum 10 seconds to get through each rep. Enjoy the range of motion, guys. Relax down into it. Yeah, exactly. And from there, we got a backwards walking lunge in place. We'll get 3 each side, just very simple, 3 each side. Once you got those nice and wide, sunrise, good mornings. 3 each way. Big, slow circles. So the output slows. If would you go take a picture of the back so I can send it to my sound guy? Four speakers and the sound. From there, keeping the legs wide, hips stay tight as I go for 5 push-ups. Once you got your 5 push-ups, a single pass of goat stretch. Settle in, take your time. That's a fucking brutal round. See ya. See you, Mike. Once you guys are all done there, let's go back to standing. We got 5 more squats. Hopefully settling in a bit deeper. Once you got those, going wide for baby makers. And transition to prayer squat. Hips are low, chest is high. See you guys. And let's squat out of it. Okay, let's start to get some stuff set up. So we're going to need low band attachments with the Y setup. Get yourself a Y. One long band, one band cut in half. Ideally, your your skinniest band, your orange or yellow bands. Once you got those, we're going band 90-90s. So my range of motion, I pull the bands here. I'm at 90 degrees all the way around. I go up 90 degrees, I press up, back down, swivel. So my range of motion is pull, swivel, press, back down, swivel, and out. Okay, let's give it a shot, guys. We got 12 reps. Elbows go back and high, swivel up, press, back down, and take your time. I like to even get a little pause at each end range. Try to avoid just gliding through it. Tends to really dial in that response you're looking for. Once you got 12 or thereabouts, going to switch it up to Y pulls. Let everyone get to the same spot. Y pulls, same exact setup. I've got my Y set up, and I'm just going straight up overhead now. So it's going to be way more about lifting up the hands, getting the back of the shoulders, and once again, I like to have just a nice little squeeze at that end range. Trying to keep my abs tight, my hips in check. And I got 12. What was that? Last is dead bug. Dead bug is basically the trickiest simple movement there is. Okay? We're not going to spend a ton of time on it, just to give you some things to think about. Okay, so I'm on the ground. My shoulders are up off the ground, which is usually pretty straightforward, and my hips are up off the ground. This tends to actually be quite difficult. I want to have some clearance. My hands can go underneath my butt. If that's not there, do your best with it. You're fighting for it, okay? So I've got my butt off the ground. I've got my shoulders off the ground. Now I'm in my little dead bug position, rolling on my shell. I get one arm, one leg, reach out, come back. Reach out, come back. Coordination, balance, ab strength, what's not to like? Let's get 10 each side, guys. Take your time with it. Be nice and smooth. Trying to keep your hips and shoulders off the ground. Easier said than done. Especially when that leg comes out, those hips are going to want to go back down to the ground. Very easy to get through these and go, wait a minute, did I do anything for my abs? because the positions can be fairly nuanced. But once you unlock it, once you get that sensation, oh man, it's exactly what you need. It's good stuff. Okay, let's talk about our movements. First one, pretty simple. Seated band press. I'm going to go skinny band. I might, depending on how my shoulders hold up, upgrade to my red band. But for now, we're going skinny band. All I'm going to do, I'll give you two options. Easy option, harder option. Easy option is I'm sitting inside my band, like so. I'm basically inside the square, pressing up. Okay? That's going to be the easier option. The harder option is I sit on both lengths, make two little handles, like so, and now I've got a harder resistance arm. Okay? Let's give it a shot. Find yourself a setup. Let's get 5 reps. Just want to make sure everyone's got something productive that they're doing. Cool. Everyone is looking good. So you can change this up as you go. You could swap bands. You could go easier, harder, whatever it is. Our rep scheme is going to be how many reps can you get in 1 minute? So it's a lot of duration and intensity. Cool. Ryan, perfect adaptation. That'll do the trick. Good to go. Next is single leg banded RDL. So I'm gathering up a couple of bands. Any number of bands. Let's start with just one. Make it nice and simple. Okay. Basically threading my hands through the band like so. This is going to be your defaults. Stepping on both lengths, and now as I go for my RDL, I've got some band resistance. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see how that goes for everybody. Marcelo, you're going to want to step on both lengths, so that bottom length, you're going to get to here, and then step on both of them. Yep, just like that. Brett, looking good. Val, looking good. Ryan and Kyle, looking good. So Marcelo, your movement range is going to be here to here. This is going to be all about the hamstring. And so less about up and down lunge, more about chest to the ground, chest comes up. I'm trying to load up my back hamstring. Okay, that one is going to be pretty straightforward, 8 each side. So if you felt like this didn't offer much resistance, hey, you can always just band up and band up and band up. I'm probably going to end up using a whole mess of bands to challenge my hamstrings, okay? Go ahead and relax. Let's talk about our next movement, supine leg raise. Pretty straightforward stuff, and we've got a set of 25 of them. I'm going to have my hands underneath my hips to brace my low back. My feet are together, and I raise. Pretty straightforward. Okay, I'm trying to avoid my legs clomping down the ground, have them hover, and then I don't need to go past 90. Any further I go, I'm just getting different stuff going, okay? So you're basically getting this 90 degrees. That's it. Let's start here. Let's get a set of 35 since everyone is there already doing it. Just crank out 35. And once you got your 35, we'll go back up to the top and start our other movements. I lost track. Hopefully that's 35 or thereabouts. Okay, once you got all 35, pick a band. I'm feeling bold tonight. I'm going to go with my red band. Go light to start. Add more as you go. Let's take a seat. We got 1 minute of band presses. Find the way that's going to get you some stimulus, and we'll get going here in about 15 seconds. Things to think about as we're going, and I'm going to get mine started in 2, 1, and here we go, is keeping my toes pointed up to the ceiling, Knees locked out, abs are tight. Trying to get full engagement up top. And this is going to get pretty spicy pretty quickly. We're only 20 seconds in. "15 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1, and woo! Relax. All right, guys, making your way to your banded RDLs. We're in no rush. We got plenty of time. I think I'm going to go for these and these and these. See how this goes. It's just 8 each side. Challenge yourself. Find a way to get some additional resistance in there. You guys can go whenever you want. I'm going to get my set started here in a couple moments. Oh boy! That's a lot of bands. Ugh. The goal to get the most benefit out of this is to push that hip, almost think of pushing the hip up, to then get that complete hamstring length. Then we come up, squeeze the butt, squeeze the hammy. Just 8 each side. If you find you want to get a couple of extra reps in there because you're in between bands or something like that, that's totally fine. You could do 10, 11, 12. And relax. Once you got your 8 each side, we're getting back to our, I'm out of breath. We're getting back to our supine leg raises. Basically, whenever you are ready, find yourself down on the ground, hands underneath the hips, and begin cranking away. 35. You can always make this a little harder by completely straightening your legs. Point your toes towards your face, otherwise known as dorsal flexion. Heels to the ceiling. Makes that resistance arm a little more intense. A couple more things to think about. Man, I'm terrible at counting. I have no idea how many that was. Well, let's call it somewhere in the neighborhood of 28 to 35. Once you got all those, we'll take a seat. We'll get set up with our bands one more time. We got a minute of band shoulder presses. And we'll go here in about 20 seconds. Get your band set up. Find a resistance arm that you like. If last time you kind of pooped out, go to the easier setting. If you're cranking away, sit on that band. Press nice and deep to the ceiling. And we'll get going here in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Tight abs, toes to the ceiling, legs locked out, shoulders nice and tall. We want a great position. Hang in there, guys. About 20 seconds to go. Ah. 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 And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, man. It's harder when it's harder at the end. Man, killing my shoulders. Should probably do that more often. All right, let's find those bands. This will be the end of our second set. We're going to go through this twice. We're then going to go through a conditioning sequence followed by an ab scorcher finisher. It's going to be tons of fun. If you guys are ready, go ahead and go for it. We got 8 each side. Add some resistance. Make it tough. Or add a couple reps if you need a couple more to get that stimulus. Back is flat. Push the hips back. Squeeze the butts. Squeeze the hammy up top. This has become one of my favorite movements just because you get so much good engagement up top, which is so hard to get. I feel like it's uncovering some stuff I've been missing my whole life. Ah, oh, good times. All right, where are we now? Oh, back to the beginning, supine leg raise. We'll give it just a moment. Third and final round before we get into some conditioning. I'm going to get mine going here in about 5 seconds or so. You can go whenever you are ready. I'm going in 2, 1. Here we go, cranking out 35. Trying to actually count this. $35 on the money. All right, I'm lightening on my band. I'm finding I wasn't getting full range of motion. Not what I want to do. All right, guys, back to those banded presses. Final set of banded presses coming up in about 15 seconds. Find your band, find your seat. Final set, make it a good one. And let's get it started here in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. There we go. There's that good lockout. Full range of motion, guys. I was being a bad example earlier. That red band was a hair too much. Trying to get tall, trying to get long, trying to stay tight. $30 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and time. Wow. Fantastic. All right, guys. Crank out your last set of banded single leg RDLs. You know what to do. What? Sorry, what? 1, 2. Strong hammies, guys. It's the key to everything. Good lockout, good squeeze. Woo! Good times. All right, take a moment. We will continue here momentarily. Okay, let's talk about tools. First things first, sandbag. We're going for thrusters. You got a couple of choices. You can front rack it like you got a barbell. You can underhand it. You can kind of squeeze it together like you're holding a bag of flour or whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's get 3 thrusters. All the way down, all the way up. Deep squat, overhead. Deep squat, overhead. Just 3. Many ways to hold it. You pick the one that's right for you. Movement 1. Movement 2. Oh, sorry. Only 2 movements. I thought there's 3. Movement 2 is jump rope. Let's get 20 jumps. Just get the calves warmed up a little bit. Jumps. Okay. Very simple. 2 movements. How are we going to put together? 2 minutes of thrusters, 2 minutes of jump rope. 1 minute of thrusters, 1 minute of jump rope. Oh no. 90 seconds, 90 seconds, 1 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. 2 movements. Starting with 2 minutes each, trimming off 30 seconds each time until we're done, okay? If you miss something along the way, don't worry, I'm going to be calling it all out. Just as long as you got those 2 movements in your back pocket, you're good to go, okay? Get your space all sized up. Make sure you got room. I think I'm looking good. We'll get going here in about, 15, 20, 30 seconds. Just make sure I got everything I need. Cool. We good. Alrighty, guys. Starting with those bag thrusters, we're going in 10 seconds. Get yourself situated, find your squat stance, keep going with that bag, and 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Now, for whatever reason that bag is being a little problematic, you could just turn this into a squat. That'd be totally fine. You could have it in a back rack and just go for a squat. The bag itself can get a little clunky, a little funky. If you have one that's cooperating like mine, cool. If not, squats are good. We got 2 minutes. I'm pacing myself out of the gate. We got quite a few thrusters to go. One minute down, 1 minute to go. Trying to hold on the whole 2 minutes. You can see I'm not going fast at all. It's actually quite slow because I'm trying to hang on through the whole duration. "30 seconds. "20 seconds. 10. Last rep or two. Transitioning to that jump rope. 3, 2, 1. 2 minutes of jump rope. You do you, guys. You want to do some fancy stuff, go on 1 foot, do some tricks, that's cool. I'm just going to kind of box or skip around a little bit to keep it speedy. Maybe I'll throw in some double unders. Who knows? 30 seconds. 90 seconds to go, 30 seconds in. One minute to go. After this is going to be 90 seconds of each. Going back to our thruster. Having some problems with the jump rope today. Feet don't feel that springy. "15. Back to the bag in 3, 2, 1. Back to the bag. Try and pick up where you left off, guys. Same movement pattern, same movement standard. You can start it harder, then change it up, ditch the bag, go just squat. A little more than 30 seconds to go. Hang in there, guys. 15. Hang in there, a couple more reps. 3, 2, 1. Jump rope. 30 seconds, or 90 seconds. Jump rope ain't jumping today. 30 seconds. $15. You got a minute and a minute coming up. 3, 2, 1. Transition back. Minute of each. Quick transitions, guys. Waste no time. Time goes quicker and quicker. Hang in there, guys. Just 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and transition. Minute jump rope. $30 seconds. These last 30 seconds, guys, you're going to burn it out. Time's going to go by quick. Not going to have time for much. So try and back it in. Switching it up in 10. 2, 1, transition. 30 seconds goes by fast, guys. You're cranking away. Try and go for double time. Finish strong. We got rest coming up after this. Just 10 seconds. Double time. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. Jump rope. Double time. Seconds. And time. Woo! All right. Let the breath calm down. Nasal breathing as soon as you can. Oh, excuse me. We'll let it calm down pretty well. I want you guys to be fresh for this finisher. We'll give it a solid 2 or 3 minutes. Ab finisher coming up. Don't drink too much water. That would be inadvisable. It's going to be short. It's going to be a screamer. And the goal is going to be to hang on through the whole sequence. I don't think it'll take any longer than like 2 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be pretty quick. Okay, let's talk movements. Alternating V-ups. Not flat. Hands go up to 1 foot. Can I see you guys get 2 each side? Just getting the abs, a little blood flow to the abs. Ryan, you're thinking nice long feet. Boom. Get up like so. Yes, sir. Challenge that hamstring a little bit as well. Okay, that's movement 1. It's going to be 15 each side. 30 total. 1, 2, 3, so on. Next, 10 hollow rocks. We've done a million of these. Look, I see you guys all get 2 hollow rocks. That's it. You're nice and long. Point the toes, point the fingertips. You're trying to be long. You're trying to be shallow. The goal would be to make it as challenging as possible over those 10 hollow rocks. Side plank. Okay, so you guys get 5 seconds each side. I'm posting up on my elbow. My calves are off the ground. My hips are off the ground. I'm posting up on my heels and the side of my foot. Let's get 5-second side plank each side. Ignore this side. Go on your elbow if you can. I've just got some elbow inflammation I'm dealing with. 5 seconds each side. Nice and tight, guys. It's going to be 40 seconds each side. It's going to be a little bit spicy after what we've gone through up until then. 10 hollow rocks from there, 15 alternating V-ups. I will be counting. I'll be trying to lead the way. You might be a couple reps ahead. You might be a couple reps behind. Just do your best to keep with it so we can do those 40 seconds approximately all together. Okay, let's do it. Let me get this down here so you can see what we're doing. Alrighty, guys. Let's go in 10 seconds. Recap. 15 alternating V-ups each side. 10 hollow rocks. 40-second side plank each side. 10 hollow rocks, 15 V-ups. And we're going to go into 1. And here we go. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 5. If you're not quite with me, that's fine. Just try and pick it up. 29 and 30. Hollow rocks. Oh boy, I don't think I have any abs to. I'll try. 10 hollow rocks. Oh God. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, popping up into our side plank in 5 seconds. If you're a couple reps behind, that's fine. Just jump in when you can. 2, 1, and side plank. Up on the elbow. 40 seconds. Legs are straight, legs are locked out, butt is tight. Take a look down. You should see a nice, clean, straight line all the way. Shoulders are stacked on top of one another. Hips are stacked on top of one another. Abs are tight, hanging on tight. And flipping to the other side in 3, 2, 1, and quick 5-second transition. Find yourself, and we're up in 2, 1, and here we go, 40 seconds. Once we're done with these 40 seconds, we're going back to our hollow rocks and back to our alternating V-ups. A spicy ab finisher. Bringing out those six-packs just in time for Halloween. Where do we start? And 3, 2, 1. Oh, hollow rocks, guys. And alternating V-ups to finish. You're on your own. You're just getting them. We're off. We're going for it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alternating V-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Finish them up, guys. Last couple reps. And then just melt into the ground for a moment. We'll do some stretching. Goodness. Okay, let's start with a little bit cobra. Open up those abs a bit. I'm posted up on my hands. My toes are pointed. My hips are down. I'm squeezing the butt. Squeezing the butt protects the low back. We just want to make our abs long. We don't necessarily want to crank down on the low back. Squeeze the butt. Long abs. And let's shift the hips back. We got puppy dog. Walk it out nice and long. Hips are high. Breathe the chest down to the ground. And from there, push-up position. Kick a leg forward for pigeon pose. Open up the hips. And let's switch to the other side. Relax. We got a single arm hip bridge with reach. Let's get 3 each side, each one with a good hold. Elevate the hips, reach nice and long. A little bit of everything's involved. Some shoulder extension, shoulder flexion, thoracic rotation. You got it all. Three each side, each with 5-second hold. Once you guys are all done there, let's finish it off with pretzel. One leg is long, the other leg crosses over. Pin my knee down, reach for the back foot, and then breathe it to the ground. Sink into it the best you can. You might have mobility restrictions. That's fine, just as long as you're getting a gentle stretch across the hip and the low back. All good. Relax, switch to the other side, cross over, pin down, grab the foot, and relax. Woo! Good times. You guys did great. I feel like that wasn't on paper particularly incredibly difficult, but man, I just don't have the gas today, whatever it is. Well done, guys. Fantastic job, per the usual. Way to hang with some tough stuff. You guys are coming to graduation day. See you on Saturday. We'll seal this all up. Now, guys, well done. See you, Marcella. Nice work, Kyle. Nice work, Val. See you, Ryan. Nice to see you in class. Adios, guys. Have a nice evening.